And with this final nail, the coffin for Joe Biden's presidency is complete. Well, and salutations, my lovely little lunatics. It's me, your friendly old internet psychopath, Insanity, with my co-host, Bob. Hello. And today on the ENSane Report. Well, I think Biden's done. Think? I'm pretty sure he's done. I don't want to be overconfident. Never underestimate thine enemy. Sun Tzu said that. Probably. But, here's all the thing. So, Biden finally announced his VP. And who's it gonna be? Well, we already knew. It's Kamala Harris. How do we already know? Remember that one leaked thing by that one newspaper? Oh, yeah. So pretty much he said he was gonna choose a woman, a person of color, blah, 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 blah. And we all know Biden's been having his gaffs. A lot of them racist. Yes, a lot of racist gaffs. Poor kids are just smart as white kids. If you ain't voting for me, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. The Hispanic community is very diverse in comparison to the black community. So on and so forth. He's also got he's got them diddle hands. And the diddle face. Yeah. So, and then he flip-flops back and forth between being a moderate, being a progressive. They tried to court the one power, and it destroyed them. It really did. So, he now has found his VP. Horrible, horrible, horrible person, Kamala Harris. And why is Kamala Harris so bad, people ask? Well, it's simple. She has a long track record of bullshit. Excuse me. And what does that all mean? Well, what's been going on? Well, as we all remember, she originally was trying to become the president, the first black female president herself. And then Tulsi Gabbard ruined her. Yep, Tulsi Gabbard destroyed her whole career. Her presidential campaign, basically. Because during the debates, we got to hear about Harris's beliefs and ideas of how she thinks of things. Like, first off, how she put 1,500 individuals in prison for marijuana in California. Well, maybe this was during the one time, before legalization. Maybe, yes. For all we know, I didn't really fully... Actually, yes, it partially is. But you know what made that... And then the whole thing is... So then they eventually asked her, what's your thoughts on marijuana? And she sits there and laughs about it and says, well, I'm Jamaican. What do you think? Stereotypes. Yes, and her father was not very happy about that because he is Jamaican. So, continuing on, you've been put in jail for pot. It won't be too bad. I'll be out in a little bit. Oh, no, you won't. No, you won't. Because she used prisoners as cheap slave labor. Keeping them to go fight fires and pick up trash. She specifically went out and held them longer, or denied them parole or whatever or something. Basically, she would take the prisoners put in prison for BS crimes and then use them as her own personal workforce. That's pretty damn bad. It gets even worse. Oh, God. There was the time a man on death row who could have been exonerated due to DNA evidence. She was like, nah, let him die. And the only reason that man ain't dead, didn't die in prison, was because the governor, or I think it was the governor, basically someone higher up the ladder, the courts forced her to look into that DNA evidence. And what do you know? It exonerated him. But it gets even worse. How could it get worse? Well, not so much worse, but it continues the line of... I'll bleep that out in post. But you see, she went around threatening parents with prison for child truancy. That's ridiculous. It is. Because you see, a lot of parents, they have to go to work. So they don't know if their kids go to school and stuff like that. Kids could skip out on school. Well, you don't know where your kid is at all times. You don't got that tracker beacon in them. Prison. She even had her cops go after a homeless woman, a single mother who is homeless. How the hell do you justify that? Evil person? Well, yeah, that is true. So you see, it's just over and over and over again. And you know what the other funny thing is? What? Did you know that she was actually attacking Biden before all this? And he still chose her as VP? I don't think he chose her so much as the Democratic establishment chose her. Yeah, they do run pretty much everything, as we saw with Bernie and all. Yep. So basically, they know Biden is a placeholder candidate. So really, the VP is, and he's said this. He's talked about this, and basically, in the end, it's the VP who's going to be president. And they want that woke vote of a person of color and a woman. Doesn't matter if she actually has horrible policies and doesn't really care at all about people. No, when has the left ever been like that? Not for a while. But, so you see, that's the whole thing. But really, what I believe is that they realize there's no chance. How do you figure? Look at Biden. He's old, senile, racist as hell, and maybe a child play diddler. See? Now look at Kamala Harris. Everyone hates her. Pretty much. Now, in normal times, would you ever put someone like that up for presidency? No. And here's the thing. Neither of these people have a chance in hell of winning. And especially when you come up against Trump, there's not a tiny little ice cube chance in the darkest depths of hell chance of them winning. So you're thinking they don't want to waste good people? Exactly. They do not want to waste people that they can then run in 2024. They know they're screwed. They know, especially with all the rioting and all that, and just the incessant idiocy coming out of the left. From, like I said, okay, the riots are good. Bill de Blasio going above the law and having his message placed on the street, and then telling others, no, you can't do that. Trying to get almost $1 trillion shoved into the coronavirus new relief bill. That once again, the Dems are always the one kind of going, oh no, we want this. Oh no, we want this. Oh no, we want this. You won't give it to us? We won't. Then the people will starve and die, and we'll claim it's all your fault, Republicans and Trump. The media is constantly running lies, and once again, as I was saying, sorry about that. Kamala actually went up attacking Biden when she still had a chance at presidency, and even afterwards. She said, I believe the people who Biden says he abused them. Sexually. Yeah. And then she called him a racist. I believe she did, at least. Anyhow, basically, she was never for Biden. She didn't like the guy up until the moment that he offered a chance for power. Because here's the big thing, even if they don't win, even if nothing happens, she can still put on her resume, first female POC VP choice. And somehow if they magically do win, which, if they do, the riots will become 1,000 times worse. As the silent majority dragon wakes up and burns all of this crap to the ground. From which the new good things shall be born of the ashes. Yes. So, yeah. Instant she's offered power. Just like Bernie. Yep, just like Bernie. Just like Bernie was. Instant he was given money. No more the millionaires and the billionaires. Now I'm a millionaire? The billionaires. Illegal immigration is a Koch brothers proposal. No, we need all borders open. Just fall in line, do as you're told, shut up! And you'll get power. And that's basically what's happening here. But yeah, once again, I honestly believe they couldn't have picked. They could have picked from all the line of the candidates. They couldn't have picked any two. They could pick the absolute two worst. There's no way this is going to work. They're just doing this because they're trying to set up for 2024. And hopefully these next 4 years of Trump will be enough of the bull running around the China shop, which actually myth must prove. They're actually pretty safe in China shops. So more like I don't know, a coked up bull running through a China shop, destroying everything, and hopefully it will get the last few plates of the establishment Democrats out. But then all you've got is the left-wing crazies, which is true, because that's going to be the big thing. I'm betting in 2024, it's just going to be populist versus populist, but the right-wing populist has the moderates, the libertarians, and the right wing, whereas the left just has Antifa, BLM, and other crazy people. Communists. So yeah, this was the last little nail in Biden's coffin. You got a racist, a sexual abuser who may touch children, and then a woman who quite literally couldn't care about anyone other than herself and will do whatever it takes to get a hold of that power. She will lie, she will cheat, she will steal, she will ruin your life if it means she gets an extra penny. So yeah, Trump 2020 is going to happen. But I know, especially with this last push with the new coronavirus bill, relief bill, the one with the mail-in voting, mandatory mail-in voting, getting rid of signatures and ID. Yep. Didn't they also just find like 20,000 fake IDs in like Chicago and stuff? Yeah. Like 20,000 ready to go fake IDs of like college kids mostly. Also, some came from, I think, Brazil in the UK, but mostly it was from China and Hong Kong. So, yeah, they're going to try, they're going to lie, they're going to cheat, and they're going to try and steal this election. And when it doesn't work, they're going to claim, the voter fraud, Trump, the Republicans cheated. And will they have lost anything at all of value from nominating these two idiots? Nope. And then they'll just move to 2024. That's the name of the game. If you can't win normally, lie, cheat, and steal. If you still can't win, blame the other side. And also, set up for failure. Because if they do get through, then Kamala's just going to basically rip this country apart. Because Biden's going to go like, I swear myself as the new president. Heart attack! Kamala walks up. Get ready for a horrible 4 years, bitches! And then continuing on. Anywho, that was my little thing, my little rant about what's going to happen. Why, God, why did they have to do this? Why couldn't they have given us anyone? Because they don't care. They don't. So anyway, if you like this video, then check that like button and subscribe for more. ENSane. And I will see you all later. Buzzes, everyone. Buzzes.